I used to be a major Bleach fan a long time ago. I would watch every episode of the original series, including the fillers. Right now, I haven't watched a brand new series, but I'm waiting for everything to finish airing, and then I'll binge watch it all at once. There is one thing I discovered recently that shocked me, which was that people actually hate Orihime. I can't believe that's actually a thing. You can think of her as useless, but why would you hate her? There's a reason why I hate Sakura from the Naruto series and not Orihime. Orihime never asked for any of this. She was a regular human, suddenly thrown into conflict throughout the series. Sakura wanted to be a ninja and trained to become a ninja. She went to school for this and had powerful people train her. She can actually fight and deal out powerful attacks. That's why it's so annoying to see her only be useful for one point fight throughout the entire series. You can give her credit for defeating Sasori, which was a guy using puppets to fight. People said that she was useful against Kaguya, but she already had Naruto and Sasuke helping her out a lot. I really wouldn't call that a major fight that she won. Orihime never wanted to fight against Soul Reapers, Hollows, or fight against the Arankars, and she hasn't been trained for all her life. She was thrown into this conflict. Early on, she's just a healer. Do you really expect much from her? Her power is that she can bring things back to the original state, basically reversing damage. She can also use her power in a defensive way. When I watched the original series, she was not that useful in terms of making strong attacks against the enemy. If she was actually strong and could fight against strong opponents on her own, then I would be annoyed with her, but that isn't the case. I simply don't expect much from a human that is pretty much just a healer in the original series. I guess people could say she can cast barriers around Ichigo and help him avoid damage, but then the enemy will see that and make sure she stays out of the fight. The characters are very strong and quick in the Bleach series. They can easily try to kill her if needed. Also, if they're up against a powerful opponent, Ichigo will obviously not want her to get involved because it will put her in danger. Again, I'm basing this on the original series. I have not watched the new series yet. And I know there's someone out there that's going to say, well, she should be an expert at using defensive abilities and protect herself. I mean, if you're going that far, then she would be the most powerful character in the series, and every fight would be pointless. She would just cast an unbreakable barrier around Ichigo and herself and heal Ichigo constantly. So the writers obviously had to limit her powers and not make her too strong. So in the original series, she is just a healer that can also use barriers to some degree. She's nothing more than that. The only thing Orihime did that was even a little bit annoying was that she let herself be kidnapped. But she did this in order to protect her friends. Yes, it could be seen as a dumb thing, but I'm not going to care that much. Orihime is pretty much just a character that is there to look pretty. She has big breasts, and Bleach fans like looking at hot girls. What could she have done to be really useful during the original series? She can't fight at all. This is not a RPG. Orihime can't just use healing and defensive abilities anytime she wants. She's not powerful enough to defend herself during a fight. In an RPG, you would place healers behind the tank, but there is no such scenario in Bleach. People hate that she's a damsel in distress, but what do you expect? She doesn't have any powerful attacks. Of course she needs to be saved by Ichigo. I don't really care much for Orihime. It doesn't mean I hate her though. That kind of hatred should be sent towards characters that have wasted potential, such as Sakura.